The Skills Enrichment Program, SEP, has been in operation for over 20 years. It's a program that was established by Polytechnic School here in Pasadena. And then over the years, other schools, 3 other schools, Westridge School for Girls, Chandler School, and Mayfield School, Junior School, has been incorporated into the consortium. It's a consortium of 4 schools that are very committed to a public purpose, from the Board of Trustees level down through administration, down through faculty and staff. And it's been a very successful operation working closely with the Pasadena Unified School District. So one of the things that we believe is most important is that we really do work with our local community to provide a program that otherwise students would not have. It's an enrichment program. It really helps them with their skills. It helps set them up for college, and then it helps set them up for citizenship beyond and the wider world. And it really is there's a sense of giving back, but always also making the future a better place. It's an organization that works very closely with the local community. Pasadena is very, very philanthropically inclined, and so as a community it brings many different members of the community together in support of this public purpose for education.
One of the key challenges in implementing the program was to work with the public school district in a way that was collaborative and a true partnership. There was some suspicion at first that the purpose of an independent school taking public school students on for the summer might be to then recruit them to attend the independent school the following year. And it was very important from the beginning to lay a foundation of partnership. We're here to enrich your students during the summer so that they can take that good work back to the schools and improve the public schools as a result. Another challenge was to convince the initial funders that their money was going to serve public school students rather than the independent schools to which they were generally giving the funds. SEP, as a partnership among 4 independent schools, is not its own entity. So funders do give to the schools, which then the money is used for SEP. So that was an initial challenge, was to explain that setup and how that partnership worked and how the funding piece of it worked. One other challenge was to decide who are the students we really want to serve. We didn't want to take the very top academically most successful students in the district initially because they had other programs that were meant to serve them and enrich them that were already in place. So we were seeking the next group of students who were achievers but not at the very top of the academic scale. And the point was to provide them enrichment. But along the way, there were some challenges in that some of those students needed remediation a little bit more than they were ready for enrichment. So there was a discussion at the beginning, and it still comes up now and again. How can we best serve these students? Are we enriching them, or are we going to help them with any remediation that they might need? And we stay committed that as independent schools, what we do best is to provide enrichment experiences for these strong academic students. And so that's our commitment now, is to continue to be an enrichment program.
Organizationally, what was very important was for the 4 schools to come together to really define the mission of the program and to really define what the expected outcomes would be, and as Jill has mentioned, who the program would serve. And then logistically, it was very important that we reached out in a unified manner to the Pasadena area's school district, and also to really make sure that we were establishing similar protocols and procedures on each of the 4 campuses that were being used for the program. Communication is key, having your own school community buy into the mission for the program, because obviously in the summer we're running our own programs as well as this program for Pasadena Unified School District students. So it really behooves each institution that ever engages in this kind of process to make sure that they have a clear sense of what they're doing, for whom, and that they get that wider buy-in.
One of the rewards that comes from SEP has to do with the collaboration between public school teachers and independent school teachers, both of whom work in the program in the summers on all 4 campuses. The public school teachers who come and work on the independent school campuses find it very rewarding to be in a setting with smaller class sizes, better facilities and more resources, usually both technology, operations, and other types of resources. So for the public school teachers, they are rewarded by getting to teach in this setting that is not what they're used to. The independent school teachers, on the other hand, find teaching these students to be very rewarding. It is refreshing for them to have a more diverse group of students than perhaps they're used to, and students who have different challenges from the ones who they work with throughout the academic year.
Advice to others? You have to have commitment from the board level down to this kind of program. You have to define your mission and have it clearly understood by everyone who's involved.
And finally, I think that the initial decision to partner with the public school system with a commitment not to poach, for lack of a better word, their students, that has been an important underlying premise of this program all the way through.
And then finally, in terms of the logistical organizational structure, over the years we realized that having a key point person, not only a program director at each site, but somebody who took care of those more administrative needs was very, very critical. So that's something that we would advise others to really bear in mind.